The world is a wild and wonderful place, filled with millions of cool animals most of us have never even heard of. If you're attracted to weird birds, unusual amphibians, and other cool creatures on the planet, then below are the top 10 cool, strange, and weird animals around the world. Number 1. Axolotl. Axolotl is also known as the Mexican walking fish. This amphibious salamander is critically endangered and nearly went extinct in 2010. They're weird animals because they don't go into metamorphosis like other salamanders. Even adults remain aquatic and gilled. They are frequently used for research by scientists due to their ability to regenerate limbs. Once a staple of the Aztec diet, they're now the focus of conservation efforts in Mexico City, where local NGOs are building axolotl shelters. Number 2. Mexican mole lizard. These bizarre animals, which are also commonly known as the five-toed worm lizard, are endemic to Mexico's Baja California region. They measuring up to 9.4 inches long, it looks like a freaky hybrid of part earthworm, part mole and part salamander. It's got a blunt head, a slender, ribbed pink body, and two tiny forelimbs that it uses to dig underground. They live there, close to the surface, and only emerge at night or after heavy rains. Number 3. Mada turtle. This South American freshwater turtle is found in the Amazon and Orinoco basins, primarily in slow-moving streams and swamps where it can stand in shallow water and stretch its nose to the surface to breathe. It's an unusual, ancient-looking creature that's clearly made for camouflage. It has a horny snout and flattened, triangle-shaped head that looks like fallen leaves and a brown-black shell said to resemble bark. They measuring up to 18 inches long and weighing some 30 pounds, it's a large, trippy-looking turtle. Number 4. Glass frog. Commonly known as glass frogs, members of the amphibian family Centralinity all share a similar small size and lime green background colors. What makes them strange animals is the fact that certain species have translucent abdominal skin that allows you to see their insides. This includes their heart, liver, gastrointestinal tract, and, in the case of females, are eggs. It's also a helpful feature for escaping predators, since the frogs are primarily active at night. Number 5. Pangolin. There are 8 species of pangolin found on 2 different continents, Asia and Africa. But due to poaching, deforestation, and the fact that they're the most heavily trafficked mammals in the world, 2 are endangered and 2 are critically endangered. They look like some sort of ancient armadillo pinecone hybrid, with overlapping armored scales, long tongues, and stink glands like a skunk's. They're solitary animals, living in hollowed trees and burrows, and curl up into a ball when threatened. Number 6. Tarsier. With a longer fossil record than any other primate genus, fossils suggest the enormous-eyed tarsiers of Southeast Asia haven't evolved much in the last 45 million years. The only thing that has changed is their size. Their bodies measure 4 to 6 inches, with tails twice as long. These interesting animals have enormous eyes, 16 millimeters wide, as big as their brain. Super-sensitive ears and uniquely shaped head makes them great at catching prey such as bats, birds, and insects. Their long bodies also make tarsiers great leapers. Number 7. Markhor. This large wild goat grazes on grass and lives in mountain ranges from Afghanistan to northern India, but it's the national animal of Pakistan. The male markhor can grow to over 200 pounds, has a crazy amount of hair on their chin and chest, and boasts spectacular spiraling horns atop their heads. The world's population got down to around 2,500, but has rebounded by 20% in the last decade. Its Persian name translates as snake eater, and locals believe the foam they release while chewing cud can extract snakebite venom. Number 8. Bactrian Camel. Native to the steppes of Central Asia, the Bactrian camel is differentiated from its more familiar Arabian cousins by the fact that it has two humps. It is genetically adapted well to the region's extreme climate. It has squishy foot pads that work like snowshoes to help it keep its footing in the desert sand, and a coat that is remarkably rich in winter and nearly bald in summer. Unfortunately, though the domesticated species is plentiful, the wild ones are critically endangered. Number 9. Japanese spider crab. The Japanese name for this species is Taka Ashigani, which literally translates to tall legs crab. These crazy animals, whose legs can span 12 feet in length, weigh up to 42 pounds, and crawl along the ocean floor like a creepy spider, looks like something that might attack Tokyo in the next Godzilla movie. The orange with white spots along the legs, these crabs reportedly have a very gentle disposition despite their daunting appearance. Number 10. Atretochoana. This odd amphibious species was first discovered on an expedition to the Brazilian rainforest in the late 18th centuries. But most people had never heard of them until workers found 6 of these bizarre eyeless creatures in 2011 while draining a portion of the Madeira River, a tributary of the Amazon, for a controversial hydroelectric project. It's also known as the penis snake, and it's easy to see why. They're limbless, with snake-like bodies marked with earthworm-like rings, and heads that look like a portion of the male anatomy. That's why it is called the penis snake. Thanks for watching. Comment down below what should I do next.